This is Ricky from Project Attraction, and tonight we're going to talk about how to bring the party. How to bring the party. So, this topic is actually an intro to flow state, which I'll probably talk about more in depth in another video, kind of be like a part two. But everything I talk about in this video is what gets you into a flow state. Real quickly, if you don't know what a flow state is, there's a book you can check out called Flow. It's written by some like Russian guy's name. It's really long and obnoxious to remember, but check it out. Highly recommend it. And what flow basically is, it's doing a hobby or something that's engaging your brain and it's challenging you. This could be surfing, it could be any type of sport. That's why people like sports. Or even like something as small as doing the dishes or a household chore, where it's still like challenging you and you have to engage in it. But it's not overwhelmingly hard where you can't, where you just get frustrated and give up. So what I think is one of the greatest things about like going out and gaming, and why I love teaching this and so passionate about this, it's not just the sex, which is great, and it's like the icing on the cake is fucking hot girls and having amazing sex and having a great sex life and getting a badass girlfriend, whatever you're looking for. But I think one of the second greatest things of it is just being able to go out and express yourself and just bring the party. Just like go out for a wild night and it's you that's orchestrating it, and you're just having a great time and you're making out with different girls, meeting new people, and then like by the end of the night, if you have done everything right, you're bringing a girl home with you and fucking her. So it's a great overall awesome experience. You just feel awesome at the end of the night. So we're gonna crack into like the technical aspect of how I usually structure my nights, and then kind of some like troubleshooting problems, and just break down how you can have an awesome and wild night. To either a bar or a club, the majority of the things you'll see there is like the guy with the thug face that's like acting all gangster, that has like the drink next to his chest, and you just kind of like, yeah, I'm the shit, all these bitches love me. And yet you like never see him really like talk to a girl, or a girl will come up to him. It's like he expects the girls to come up and just like suck his dick right then and there, and that like it never happens. Like they're just like putting on this persona of being awesome, but at the end of the night they're going home by themselves, while all the girls are like partying and dancing and actually doing what they should be doing, what you should be doing, and having a good time. And they're like getting into state themselves. And then what is it, also then you'll also see like either people just going out with groups of friends and they just stay in their little social circle, and then they kind of they'll either get like drunk enough where they'll like, if it's a group of guys, maybe they'll get wasted enough where like if a girl walks by, it'll be like, hey cutie, right here, like come here, you know, and do like the drunk, like have like the liquid courage to actually like kind of like say a few words to someone next to him. So and I mean that's good, at least he's trying something, right? But what we're doing here is actually structuring your night so that you're taking a proactive stance about it. The next thing you'll probably see is if guys are actually in the game and trying to like get better with women, is they're kind of like dogmatically going up to girls and just like being like, oh hey, what's up, oh hey, you're really cute, oh, and they're like kind of getting blown out of sets, and like kind of just it kind of looks weird that they're just kind of like going up and stuff. So what we're trying to do is trying to orchestrate a night that's fun all around, and you're actually bringing the party and orchestrating like a kind of a party within the bar. And then at the end of the night, you're kind of figuring out who is with where and what's your best logistics for pulling that night. It's Friday night, I'm ready to go out, party. Even just like when I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, it's fucking Friday. Like it's the one night like everybody's just like ready to go out, the biggest like start of the weekend, so it's gonna be awesome, a lot of people out. And so there's two aspects to this, and the one is what I'm doing myself, and then what I'm trying to do to orchestrate a fun night. So with myself, Friday night, even like during work or whatever I'm doing, I'm kind of like getting my state pumped. I'm like listening to fun music, just getting myself in the zone. Even like listen to stand-up comedians, just getting myself just relaxed, like just kind of like forgetting the stresses of the week and just focusing on having the best night ever. The first step I do is I text message my wings, the guys that I'm gonna go out with, and even when I'm texting them, like the vibe I'm sending out is the vibe like I want that night, like when we're ready to go out. Like I'm like, what's up, gangster? Let's do this epic night. Like, I'm sending like all these like little like off the wall funny texts, just to get myself in the zone, and so that they're picking that up too, and that it's kind of helping them relax and be like, yeah, dude, we're gonna have an epic night. Just like crack into it, have fun, talk to chicks. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And so just getting everybody amped for the nights, and then I'm setting up a meeting point too, so that we're all ready and know where to go. So that's your foundation. Why this is so good is because I learned a while ago, as I talked about before, like the people that are like dogmatically going up to chicks and like trying to talk to them, is like when I was first learning this, I was just like, I just want to get laid. I just want to get laid. Oh, I just want to like go talk to girls and stuff. And I found that like it really just made me I was really looking for an outcome that night. Like if it didn't happen, then like my night was awful. Even if I had a fun night, like if I didn't get laid or if anything like that, it just like was sending out a bad vibe, like a needy vibe. Like I needed something to come of that night. Where now I've switched my focus to the focus is having fun. If I have fun, if I know if I'm having the most fun, I'm bringing the most value to the table, because why? People go out to have a good time, and if they see someone having fun, they want to be in his party. They want to have fun with him, and they want to feel that fun energy. So I learned if I bring enough fun to the table, that'll most likely fun equals getting laid. So remember that the next time you go out, even if like you're super horny or whatever, just be like, either should I be focusing on having fun or sex? Just make sure to be focusing on having fun, but leading it to pulling and having sex. But being having fun is the main ingredient to it. So with text messaging my buddies and going out with them, even if like worst comes to worst and I just get blown out by girls and stuff like that, my worst case is that I'm still having fun with my buddies, and that's still an awesome time. I'm still completing my goal of having fun and having an awesome night. The next thing I do, point number 2, when I'm going out, is getting myself into a social mode. Sometimes it'll be like a whole day or even that week if I haven't really socialized with people. I'm kind of still stuck in my head, and so you have to get your mouth moving, like you can see now, just like ba 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 ba, just talk, and it takes a while to amplify up to that, and especially to talk to strangers, showing your brain that it's okay, nothing will happen. And so I do what's called like little light opens as I'm walking through the street to get to wherever bar or place I'm meeting everyone. I'm giving out compliments to people. I'm like saying little things here and there, like, oh, damn girl, you look like you're ready to party, or I like that fucking dress. Or I just get more expressive. It could even be something really light, like, oh, nice dog. And then as I'm going, I'm trying to get more expressive, more out. And as I'm doing that, I'm just getting more out and just out of my head, and worried about like, oh, what do people think of me? Oh, did I say nice dress? Okay, like, does that mean she's attracted to me? Like, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just like, this is who I am. Like, I'm expressing myself. That's what's up. And so I'm getting myself in the zone as I'm going. And then when I'm meeting up with my wings, I'm cracking jokes with them, cracking jokes with people that are around me, with girls and stuff like that. And so it's just getting me into a social mode. With those light opens, as I'm going to wherever spot I'm at and I'm like hanging with my buddies, I'm also doing light opens in there, just like little conversations, little like 10-second, 30-second conversations. It's the beginning of the night. Everybody's still trying to get in the zone too. Everyone's trying to get their drinks. I personally, I really don't drink when I go out, maybe until the end of the night, because I like to stay like just mentally sharp, and like I said, like I get into a state, and so I just get a natural high off it. It's one of the best feelings ever. You actually feel, you can walk away from a night and just be like, fuck, like I feel great, and you like your social skills are just like through the roof. You're super calibrated and you feel great, instead of like feeling like super wasted and like have a headache. And if you want to drink, I mean, that's fine too, that's your own thing. Sometimes I go out and have drinks and stuff, but when I'm doing a big night, I want to be the sharpest, and I want to be at my best to be able to kill it and just be the funniest and like orchestrate, like I said, this party. So it takes a lot of like energy and effort. If I'm drinking alcohol, it kind of slows me down. So the next thing is, like, when you're doing those little opens, is just start merging sets. Start like grabbing girls, just like, oh, introduce them to your friends, or start like talking to girls here and then bringing other girls. With me, I kind of get bored staying in the same set the whole time. I think it's kind of a waste, honestly, because I feel like I can open up multiple sets and I can be talking to more girls all at once. You can even kind of do like almost go for the friend-to-friend frame a little bit, and just add a little bit of man to woman here and there. And then like when you find the girl that like out of all of them that you're more interested in, then you can like show her more attention and get more direct with her and start flirting with them. Or you can do all of them, and it basically just social proofs the shit out of you. Social proof is almost like, it's almost like a cheat code in game. Like if other girls see you talking to other girls and see you laughing and having a good time, and see you talking to all these people, bouncers, bartenders, and just like knuckle bumping them and stuff like that. I've had so many times where like I've just been pulling girls to another bar, and I'm just like, what's up, dude, to the bouncer, and they're like, man, you know everybody here. And it's just kind of like, it's like, who is this guy that knows everybody? Like, he must be the shit if he has all these like social friends in this big social circle. And it's kind of just a cheat code. I mean, like, it's whatever, it's no big deal, but like to them they're just like, wow, this guy is amazing. So it's just a little interesting thing, just the social proof. And so it's something I would definitely recommend, even with like going in and talking to bouncers and all that. Just make sure to be very friendly with them, and you can definitely, it'll help you out in the long run. So as I'm doing this, the whole thing is I'm doing anything that amps my fun vibe. I'm cracking jokes, I'm having fun. So really, like, I stop worrying about rejection. If a girl's a bitch to me, I'm gonna pretty much leave her, because like I don't want that in my, I don't want it. I want to have fun. And you start making, I call it like the narcissistic whirlwind. You're just putting yourself out there. You're so comfortable, and you're bringing so many good vibes to the table that you're bringing the value. They can pretty much get away with whatever you want. You can be more physical, quicker, and whenever you go up to a set, you're just bringing so many positive values, and you have so many social references of people that you can talk to, and you can, if you get blown out of a set, you can go back and talk to someone you've already talked to, so it's no big deal, you're not worried. So you're just going and you're offering so much value. So if the girl is just not for it, I almost feel bad for her, because it's like, you're missing out, see ya. And they'll usually sometimes even come back once they see you like being like the ringleader of this awesome party that you're going on in the bar and club that you guys are partying at. So along with like just cracking jokes and having a fun vibe, as the night's going on and then it gets to like the halfway point, which is like midnight or whatnot, you want to start seeing like what girls are around you, like what girls are kind of like locked, have like you've locked and set a little bit, been hanging out with. If you haven't like started escalating physically and stuff like that, you may want to start escalating. And then you want to start figuring out logistics of like where you're gonna have, where you're gonna pull the girls, where you guys gonna be next. I got the term from RSD Julian, is after party. You want to be setting up an after party, and it's either with your wings if you have a place like right off close by, or you can even ask the girls like their logistics if they're close by. And you want to start setting that up, and then start gearing your night toward whatever girls are still around you. Head them toward that direction, even like pull them, like, let's go back to my place after party, we'll have drinks, it'll be the shit. Or one of your friends' place, or like, where do you guys live? You live close by? Dude, let's fucking get shots at your place. And you kind of just start sending out those like little seeds into your interactions. And then too, you can also, like, if any girls you have that you met earlier in the night that you have on phone number, you can text them too and be like, hey, what are you doing? Let's do after party, like meet at this address, and you can kind of gauge the reaction too and bring them as well. So this whole thing is like you orchestrating this big party through the night, and it's just wild experience. There's like some girls you've met earlier in the night, then you may run into them later, and that's like social proofs too, because if you have new girls with you and you met these girls later and you're high-fiving, you're like, what's up, girl? Yeah, you're killing it tonight. These girls are like, what the fuck? Like, how does he know these girls? And he knows that bouncer there. So it's just all these, like, you're creating all these social alliances throughout the night, and it's just giving you more options of what to do toward the end of the night. And it makes it for a fun experience. You're bringing the fun, and you're just having an awesome night with friends that you invited, and then friends that you are making in the moment, and awesome badass girls. So why I like this way of gaming, of like bringing the party and bringing the fun, a lot of guys, they'll just go into like a one-on-one interaction, and then they kind of just talk until like either the set dies or if the chick's like really into them. But at the beginning of the night, it's gonna kind of just be like dead boring set. So this is like just a more proactive stance to your night to just be fun. As you can tell with me, like, I really like high energy stimulation, and with my night, and like going out to party, like orchestrating all this is just fun for me. Like, so if I'm in set and kind of bored with a girl, like, I'm not thinking about like, oh, what should I say next? I'm like, oh, what's going on over there? And I can even say that to the girl. That could be my next thing I say to her. Be like, dude, what are those doing? Like, maybe like it was one of my wings, and then like some girl I introduced to them, and just be like, dude, check them out. And you can start talking about that, and you can even go up to your buddy, be like, hey, watch this, and like go like, bro, you need to escalate physically like this, or you can like whisper someone like that, and it just makes the night more fun, and you have more people you can talk to. I love like being in a group of people, and I can talk to this girl, and then kind of when the conversation dies, I just like jump to the next set, and then I can jump there, and then I can jump back, and so it's just a lot more fun. It's a lot more going on. Now, what if you're a little bit more introverted, or if you're like, I'm just not feeling it tonight, like I'm not feeling like having fun, like I came out tonight, but that just seems like a lot of work, because it takes a lot of energy to do, and it's taken me a while to learn all this, like these are all like little steps I had to do, like texting the friends, merging sets, little opens, like this all took me months and months to learn, and I've kind of just fused it all together, and I'm still learning to perfect it now, which has been really fun for me to do, like see how I can add more to it. So I would say though, like if you're maybe a little bit more low energy, just start small. Just like I said, like with the small opens, get the small opens down where like you're doing light opens, like, oh, I like this, I like that. Because as you're doing this and as you get better at it, you're eventually gonna get bored of that. You're gonna get bored of the light opens, so you're gonna want a longer conversation. When you're going and staying in a set for a bit, you're gonna get bored of doing one set at a time, and you're gonna start doing more and expanding your repertoire of what you do that night. So this is just like an overall, if you want a wild, crazy night and to bring the fun and have a lot going on, I would suggest try to follow this. And then if you're more like low energy, work your way up to it, and you will naturally do this anyway once you get into a flow state. It's kind of like that drunk guy at the bar. I was just talking to everybody. I'm basically doing that, but I'm doing it sober, and I'm getting myself into the state of where I'm relaxed and don't give a fuck like that drunk guy would be, and doing it in a more proactive way. If you're watching this too and you're like, well, what about guys to go out with? My guys are just, they like to drink and get wasted, or like they don't really talk to girls. Like I would recommend you definitely check out either like Simple Pickup. I think they have a forum where you can kind of meet people in your city. You can check them out in their city. Or also RSD Nation, they have a great forum where you can check out and meet different people that go out and like to game too. Also too, here in Project Attraction, we're going to be doing workshops pretty soon, so if you're in the Seattle area, I highly recommend that you check it out. We're having our first one September 27th, and so you can kind of network with people. So there's different forums, and you can kind of just search online and just find one that you like, and then just start making friends with people online. And then as you go out, you can kind of get into their circle of friends and the people they go out with. And the one thing I would say two things I highly recommend about finding a good wing is make sure he's positive. You already deal with enough negative people, and I think a lot about improving yourself is about surrounding yourself by positive people that are pushing themselves. You want someone that push you. But you don't need negativity in your life. So if there's someone kind of dragging you down, just kind of like, you don't have to like be mean to them, but you don't have to be around him either as well. And then also make sure they're trying to push themselves and have fun and really work on this stuff, and that'll be a relationship you can really you guys can grow together in your friendship. So I highly recommend that. So I hope you guys liked this video, and this was my first kind of attempt at like kind of breaking down how I try to like bring the party and like the getting into flow state. I'm gonna make another video on flow and like how that works as well too. So if you have any questions or some things that make sense to you, or there's a little bit of confusion, I know I kind of sped through this really quickly, leave a comment below, or email me, or get in contact with me, and I'd be happy to kind of break it down and be more in depth about maybe a part of it that you didn't quite understand, or some of it that didn't quite make sense to you. Make sure to subscribe to get more videos if you like what you see here, and then check out our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook page as well to keep up on the events and motivational tips that we're putting out on Project Attraction on all our different pages. Till next time.